Hey guys, welcome back to iFakeNormal. So, let's talk about things that are normal. Doctors. Uh, I strongly dislike doctors. I don't like going to the doctor. I would rather go to the dentist. I could take a nap in a dentist chair and listen to the drill all day before I would go to a doctor. But I think they're crooks. I think they're all crooks. Here's why. I think they're crooks. Like, I get it. You have crippling student debt because you spent all of those years in medical school. But the hospital bills just keep coming. You're never done with them. In fact, you get like 3 bills for the same thing. You're like, I'm pretty sure I paid for anesthesia already. And like, yeah, but that was for the application of the anesthesia, not the actual anesthesia, so now I have to pay for the actual anesthesia. And then they just use all of these like nonsense words and loopholes to sort of just get money out of you. And then you go to a primary care doctor because you know you have a problem, and that's why you're like, okay, fine, I'll go to the doctor. So you go to the doctor, but they're not going to tell you anything. You go there, they look at you and they're like, yeah, something's wrong. And you're like, well, I told you that when I got in here. So now we're both on the same page. What are we going to do about it? And they say, oh, here, try this for a couple of weeks and see if it gets worse. And then, inevitably it gets worse. So then you go back and you're like, so that thing that you suggested didn't work. And they're like, oh, well, guess you need to go see a specialist because I can't help you any further than this point. So I already spent how much money did I already spend on finding out nothing and letting the situation get worse? Now I have to go to a specialist and spend more money. So then you go to a specialist and they run a million tests and then you have to wait. Then you wait and wait and wait months. It feels like months, probably weeks, but it feels like months. You just wait and wait and wait. And then they're like, either the situation at this point has either cleared itself up, or if you're lucky, or just increasingly gotten worse. And then they say, oh, well, this is what you need to fix it. And you're like, well, now that I spent all of the money paying for all these tests, I can't afford the cure that you finally provided me. And now I really need it because it's much worse. You know? So, that's why I dislike doctors. I don't dislike medicine. I feel like people should stop shaming people who believe in medicine. You're like, oh, there's so many healthier ways that you can do that. Have you tried exercising? Have you tried doing this? Maybe if you drink some tea and say a prayer every once in a while. Like, okay, I'll do all of those things, but I also know that but what about the side effects? You're like, well, yeah, maybe the side effects will kill me, but at least that problem will be fixed. There's no real winning. But if somebody makes that choice and says, this is what's going to make me feel better and make me more productive in my life, then just let them have it. Stop shaming people who take medicine.